Good morning and welcome again. I'm reading from the book of the Old Testament, the book of Nehemiah. The book of the Nehemiah has got, I think, 13 chapters. So it's a small book. And reading from chapter 1 onwards. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hakaliah. And it came to pass in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the palace. Then Hanani, one of my brethren, came and certain men of Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews that had escaped, which were left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said unto me, the remnant that are left in the captivity thereof in the province are in great affliction and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem also is broken, and the gates thereof are burnt with fire. And it came to pass when I heard these words that I sat down and wept and mourned certain days and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven and said, I beseech thee, O Lord God of heaven, the great and terrible God, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments, let thine ear now be attentive, and thine ears be open, and the eyes be opened, that thou may hear the prayer of thy servant, which I pray before thee now, day and night, for the children of Israel thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee. Both I and my father's house have sinned. We have dealt corruptly against thee, which have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments, which thou hast commanded thy servant Moses. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, If ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. But if ye turn unto me, and keep my commandments, and do them, though they were of heaven, yet will I gather thee from hence, and bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. Now these are thy servants, thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by thy great power and by thy strong hand. O Lord, I beseech thee, now let my ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant, and to the prayer of thy servants, who desire to fear thy name and prosper, and grant him mercy in the sight of the man. For I am the king's cup bearer. Chapter 2. And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that the wine was before him, and I took up the wine and gave it to the king. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence. And the king said unto me, Why is thy countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was sore afraid, and said unto the king, Let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad, when the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? And the king said unto me, For what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven, and I said to the king, If it please the king, and if thy servant has found in thy favor, that thou wouldst send me to Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I might build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, For how long shall thy journey be, and when wilt thou return? For it pleased the king to send me, and I sent him a time. And moreover, I said unto the king, If it please the king, let letters be given to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come unto Judah. And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gate of the palace, which appertain to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter unto. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my God upon me. Then I came to the governors beyond the river, and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captives to the army and the horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite, Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, I grieved them exceedingly, that there was come a man to seek welfare to the children of Israel. And I came to Jerusalem, and was there 3 days. And I arose in the night, I, some men of me, and neither told I any man what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem. Neither was there any beast with me, save the beast that I rode upon. And I went out by night by the gate of the valley, even before the dragon well, and to the during dung port, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem, which was broken down, and the gates thereof were consumed with fire. Then I went down to the gate of the fountain, to the king's pool, but there was no place for the beast that was under me to pass. Then went I up unto the night by the brook, and viewed the wall, and turned back, and entered by the gate of the valley, and I returned. And the rulers knew not whither I went, or what I did, neither had I yet told it to the Jews, nor to the priests, nor to the nobles, nor to the rulers, nor to the rest of them that did work. Then I said unto them, Either is it distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lieth waste, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. Come, let us build up the wall of Jerusalem, that we no more be a reproach. Then I told them the hand of my God which was good upon me, as of all the king's words that he had spoken unto me, and they strengthened their hands for this good work. And when Sanballat the Horonite, and Tobiah his servant the Ammonite, and Geshem the Arabian heard it, they laughed us to scorn, and despised us, and said, What is this thing that they will do? Will he rebel against the king? They answered I unto them, The God of heaven, he will prosper us. Therefore we his servants will arise and build. But we have no portion, no right, no memorial in Jerusalem. Chapter 3. Then Eliashib the high priest rose with his brethren the priests, and they builded the sheep gate. They sanctified it, and set the doors upon it, even unto the tower of Mia. They sanctified it, unto the tower of Hananiah. And next to him builded the men of Jericho, and next to them builded Sakur the son of Imri. But the fish gate did the sons of Heshanah build, who also laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Merimoth the son of Urijah, the son of Kos. And next unto them repaired Meshulam the son Berechiah, the son Meshezabeel. And next unto them repaired Zadok the son of Bana. And next unto them the Tekots repaired. But the nobles put not their necks to the work of their Lord. Moreover, the old gate repaired Jehodiah the son of Pasaiah, Meshulam the son of Besodiah. They laid the beams thereof, set the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Melathiah the Gibeonite, Chedon the Meronite, the men of Gibeon and Mizpah, unto the throne of the governor on this side of the river. Next unto them repaired Uzziel the son of Harhaiah, and the goldsmiths. Next unto them repaired Hananiah the son of one of the apothecaries. They fortified Jerusalem unto the broad wall. And next unto them repaired Raphiah the son of Hur, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem. And next unto them repaired Jedaiah the son of Harumaph, even over the house against his house. And next unto them repaired Hattush the son of Hashabaniah, Malchijah son of Harim, Hashub the son of Pahath Moab, repaired the other piece, the tower of the furnaces. Next unto him repaired Shallum the son of Halohesh, the son of the half of Jerusalem, he and his daughters. The valley gate repaired Hanun, the inhabitants of Sanoah. They built it, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and 1,000 cubits of the wall unto the dung gate. But the dung gate repaired Malchiah the son of Rechab, the ruler of part Beth-Hakkara. He built it, set the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and of the bars thereof. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shallum the son of Kolhosa, the ruler of part of Mizpah. He built it and covered it, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, the bars thereof, the wall of the pool of Shiloh by the king's garden, and unto the stairs that go down from the city of David. After him repaired Nehemiah the son of Asbuk, the ruler of the half of Bethsur, unto the place over against the sepulchres of David, the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty. After him repaired the Levites Rehum the son of Bani. Unto him repaired Hashabiah, the ruler of half part of Keilah, in this part. After him repaired the brethren Bavai, the son of Henadad, the ruler of half part of Keilah. Next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against going the armory at the turning of the wall. After him Baruch, the son of Zabai, earnestly repaired the other piece, from the turning of the wall unto the door of the house of Eliashab, the high priest. After him repaired Merimoth, the son of Urjah, the son of Kos, another piece, from the door of the house Eliashib unto the end of the house of Eliashib. After him repaired the priests, the men of the plain. After him repaired Benjamin and Hashub over against their house. After him repaired Azariah, the son of Maaseiah, the son of Ananiah, by his house. After him repaired Binnui, the son Henadad, another piece, from the house of Azariah unto the turning of the wall, even unto the corner. Palal, the son of Uzai, over against the turning of the wall, the tower which lieth from the king's high house, that was by the court of the prison. After him Pedaiah, the son of Parosh. Moreover, the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel, unto the place over against the water gate towards the east, and the tower that lieth out. After them the Tekotites repaired another piece, over against the great tower that lieth out, even unto the wall of Ophel. From above the horse gate repaired the priests, every one over against the house. After them repaired Sadok, the son of Immer, over against his house. After him repaired also Shammai, the son Shecaniah, the keeper of the east gate. After him repaired Hananiah, the son of Shelemiah, the Hanun, the sixth son of Salaph, another piece. After him repaired Meshullam, the son of Berechiah, over against his chamber. After him repaired Malchiah, the goldsmith's son, unto the place of the Nethinims and of the merchants, over against the gate Mifkar, and to the going of the corner. And between the going of the corner unto the sheep gate repaired the goldsmiths and the merchants. Chapter 4. But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we built the wall, he was wroth, took indignation, and mocked the Jews. And he spake unto his brethren and the army of Samaria, and said, What do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burnt? But Tobiah the Ammonite was with him, and he said, Even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down the stone wall. Hear, O God, we are despised, and turn the reproach upon their own head. Give them for a prey into the land of captivity. Cover not their iniquity. Let not the sin be blotted out from thee. For they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. So we built the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof. For the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and the breaches began to be stopped, that they were much wroth, and conspired all of them to come together and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God, set a watch against them day and night, because of them. And Judah said, The strength of the bearers of the burdens is taken, and there is much rubbish, and so we are not able to build the wall. And our adversaries said, They shall not know, neither shall see, till we come into the midst among them, slay them, and cause the work to cease. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, For all places when ye shall return unto us, they will be upon you. Therefore set I in the lower places behind the wall, and on the higher places I even set the people after their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked that rose up, and said unto the nobles and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, Be not ye afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible. Fight for your brethren, and your sons, your daughters, your wives, your houses. And it came to pass, when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and God had brought their counsel to naught, that we returned all of us to the wall, every one unto his work. And it came to pass from that time forth, that half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held spears, shields, bows, and the halberdiers. And the rulers were behind all the house of Judah. They which builded on the wall, they bare burdens, those that were laden, every one with the hands wrought in the work, and the other hand held a weapon. For the builders, everyone had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, the work is great and large, and we are separated unto the wall, one far from another. In what place, therefore, ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resound it thither unto us. Our God shall fight for us, for we labored in the work. And half of them that held the spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. Likewise, at the same time said I unto the people, let everyone with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, and in the night that they may be a guard unto us, and labor on that day. So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of God which followed me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that everyone put them off for washing. Chapter 5. Now there was a great cry of the people and of the wives against the brethren, the Jews. For there they were said, we are sons and our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them, that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands or vineyards and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dearth. There were also that said, we have borrowed money from the king's tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children, and lo, we bring into bondage our children, our sons and daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought into bondage already. Neither is it in our power to redeem them, for other men have our lands and our vineyards. And I was very angry when I heard this cry and these words. Then I consulted with myself, rebuked the nobles and the rulers, said unto them, ye exact usury, every one of his brethren. And I set a great assembly over them, and I said unto them, we, after our ability, have redeemed our brethren the Jews, which were sold unto the heathen. Will ye also sell your brethren? Are they to be sold unto us? Then they held their peace, and found nothing to answer. And I said, it is not good that ye do so. Ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God, because the reproach of the heathen, of our enemies, I likewise and my brethren, my servants, might exact of them money and corn? I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray thee, to them unto this day their lands, the vineyards, the oliveyards, their houses, also the 100th part of the money, the coin, the wine, the oil, that ye exact of them. Then said they, we will restore them, and will require nothing of them. So will we do as thou seest. Then I called the priest, and took an oath of them, that they should do according to this promise. And I took my lamp, and said, so God shake out of every man from his house, from his labor, that performeth not his promise. Even thus shall he be shaken out and emptied. And all the congregation said, Amen, and praised the Lord. And the people did according to this promise. Moreover, from the time that I was appointed to be the governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year, even unto the 32nd year of Artaxerxes the king, that is 12 years, I and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governor. But the former governors that had been before me were chargeable unto the people, and had taken of them bread and wine, beside 40 shekels of silver. Yes, even their servants were rule over the people. So I did not I, because of the fear of the God. As I continued in the work of this wall, neither bought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither unto the work. Moreover, there were at my table 150 of the Jews and rulers, beside those that came from us among the heathen that are about us. Now that which was prepared for me daily was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowls were prepared. Once in 10 days, store of all sorts of wine. Yes, for all this required not I the bread of the governor, because the bondage was heavy upon the people. Think upon me, my God, for good, according to all that I have done for this people.